standing before you, and I have the right to claim that I am one of the best friends of the Christian community in this country. Which way?
What do we have here? Tinubu running to the Christian Association of Nigeria, asking them that what is the way forward, that what can he do to get the country running and country fixed. Whether this video was an old video or it was a current video, I really do not care. The message and the question that he has asked the Christians Association of Nigeria is, what is the way forward? But it beats me and it worries me that what we have as Christians in this country, okay, because whether you like it or not, the 2027 election is reliant on the Christians. Whatever line the Christians toe, whoever they support and back is the person that will win the election. Because we know by 2027, Tinubu cannot once again fly the Muslim ticket. That we know. This time around, he has to fly a Muslim Christian ticket that will actually speak to the balance that we currently have in this unholy marriage called Nigeria. Yes. And we know that if the Christians fail to ask the right questions, the leaders, the Adeboyes, because you all must understand that the Sultan of Sokoto, the emirs, all these people asked Buhari a very particular question when he was about to emerge as the president. And that was why you saw that in the first 1 year of Tinubu, between the period of 2023 to 2024, we had more Muslim Ummahs. We had more the Sultan, the Tawadin, the not Akeda, so many of them, the Sheikh Gumi, all of them going to visit. In fact, even Palestine and Pakistan, they went to visit Tinubu because they believe that they gave him the vote, which they did. I mean, to be fair, objectively. So they went to him, oh God, these are the things. In fact, immediately Tinubu became the president, there were rumors that Tinubu wants to cut off the Hajj subsidy. But in the following week, we saw that Tinubu has approved 75 billion naira for Hajj subsidy. Now, as Christians, because we know the year 2027, the fate lies in our hands. There is nothing on earth that will make Tinubu to go and fly a Muslim. They're not born and where. I repeat them, they're not born and where. Make it talk, say one go fly Muslim Christian ticket. Have you not watched that video I just played earlier on? He wouldn't dare, because he knows that the Christian South, the Christian Middle Belt will what? While they are voting for competence on one side, they will vote for their culture, for their religion on the other end. And in most cases, I will tell you, ethnic sentiment and religious sentiment override the competence sentiment. That is how Nigeria is currently structured. Why are we not seeing Tinubu with the Muslim Ummahs recently? Why does it have to be the pastors, the archbishops? Why? Just recently, his wife donated over 1.7 billion to churches. That is if they're boasting that the Christians can rely on him as a very close ally. You see, people have always said, Tinubu na political strategist. I will say that Tinubu is a political opportunist, a political exploiter, a man who understands the sentiment of the people. He has all the cards. He knows that the North, what they like is play to their, their Sharia sentiment. In 2023, if Tinubu had not flown that Muslim ticket, there's no way we would have won the election. Everybody knows that. We all know it. We all saw it coming. The Muslims of the North, they felt that, oh, finally, we would get the Islamized country. That was what they felt. The last time we saw some Alpha, some northern imams, which I'm going to play you their case by the way shortly. They said, oh, they voted Tinubu because they felt, Tinubu, a Muslim, then his vice a Muslim, that at the end of the day, Nigeria will be cleansed. What do you know what that means? Nigeria will be cleansed simply means that we, the Christians, will either be wiped away or will be forcefully converted like they are doing in northern Sudan. That will be forcefully be converted to Muslims. That was why they were preaching in the mosque, doing all sorts of campaigns, that it is now the time of the Muslim to take over the Nigerian contraption. Oh, they thought this is a United Kingdom, Abi. That is, they thought this is because in London today, Trump has been shouting, crying that London, they are going to Islamize you guys. Oh, Sharia is coming and you guys are asleep. Well, that is their own business. Let me come back to our concussion rice called Nigeria. The North today are now crying, lamenting, feeling deserted, feeling used and dumped. This is where you see that every means, they never knew that this man who they took in there will find every possible means to try and navigate. I mean, nobody can come out and confidently say that Tinubu does not have a chance in 2027 election. As much as I do not want Tinubu to continue, as much as I want a young and vibrant leader from the south, by the way, don't think I want a northerner. No matter how vibrant you are, you're a northerner, go and rest. Go and rest. It's not your turn. It is still the turn of the south. Whether you are Igbo, Ibibio, whatever, Kalabari, Yoruba, Ijebu, whatever, let it be a southerner. Whether you are from Edo, I don't care. So what I am saying is, anybody cannot come out today and say Tinubu doesn't have a chance. Push aside the power of incumbency. Have you taken a look at how polarized we have become in the last 2 years? Have you not noticed how the constitutional reform that they just conclude, how heated up it was? The issue of state police restructuring has never gained momentum like in the last 2 years since 1999. Since 1999. I mean, just in the space of 1 year of Tinubu, we don't talk about restructuring, we don't talk of north and south, we don't talk of it is the turn of this. Not you see the card wey Tinubu dey follow us, e dey play am and e dey enter, e dey play, e dey show, as e dey play, e dey show, and e dey work. And this is what I am here for. For those that keep calling me a Tinubu, I don't know. You people lack that sense of objectivity. I have said it repeatedly that I am a supporter of Obi, a supporter of a southern candidate, that if Obi does not go there, I would have preferred a Sowore, but I know Sowore, as it stands today, has not gone and gained the momentum. I have always called Obi out that Obi must speak to the interest of the South in ADC. He should stop this neutrality that he's playing, that the North cannot be trusted, that the North will always use and dump. Historically, it has been proven. They have done it time and again. So what is there? When you are in their coalition, in an alliance, you speak truth to power. If they would do it, they will do it. If they're not going to do it, they'll not do it. This is what Tinubu did. Tinubu was not shying off from it. While they were in their formation stage, when the ADC was about to be formed in 2012 to 2013, they said it. Buhari will go after Buhari. It is the turn of the Yorubas. They said they told it. They said it clearly. That's why Rufai was saying, "Oh no, it has to go to the south." Rufai not be small picking for APC then now. Rufai cannot be doing this nonsense he's doing with. If you think if it was the likes of Aregbesola that is loved today, like Obi, you think Aregbesola will not be playing that sentiment, that tribal card? Playing the tribal card, is it an offense? Is there any rule that says this is now, is unlawful? So the point is, Tinubu now don't they play to the Christians. Don't be surprised that in the coming days you will see more of Sheyi Tinubu, you see more of Remi Tinubu, you see more of Tinubu going to churches to render speeches. Because we are just how many days away? Just about 100 days away to 2026, and that is when campaign will start fully. By that time, you now start seeing them. Because we know that Shetima will not be the vice president unless Tinubu wants to commit political harakiri. And I hope he does. But I know he has so many advisors, so many philosophers, so many people who are teaching him all these scripts. And I know the imperial, the colonial masters, the imperialists are behind this, so they'll tell you, "Okay, no, play this one. Use the Christians," because there are so many people in the Middle Belt today who do not want article to. You can just stay with me. They don't want article to be there. Anything Erufai, they say umbano. Anything in Pantani, umbano. The Christians in the Middle Belt, they will pack their vote. Inside Ghana must go. And they want to give it to someone that they know will protect the interest of the Christians. This is why you see Tinubu asking the Christians Association, what can we do? What is the way forward? Is this man kidding us? Are you joking with us? Don't forget they were abusing Obi the last time. That Obi went from one church to the other. They have gaslighted to Obi. I hope Obi will not say that come 2026, he will not go to churches. Oh. He has to go. If he says he will not go, God, now they won't paralyze him. Oh. My dear Peter Gregory Obi Okute, do not let them gaslight you. You see that church? You see that Alimanjiri schools? You see that mosque? You have to go until we have a constitution that will write it out clearly that nobody can go to church, mosque, traditional worship place, shrine, anything, river, that you cannot go there until they write it. They constitutionalize it and they attach a fine and penalty. All those one when they talk now gaslighting, nobody go fall for that trap. Because Tinubu today, he has engaged the Christian Association. And we all know that Tinubu know they like go to the branches. He will target the head. Okay? He will target the head because he knows that when he has the head in his pocket, boom, everything is over. Look at Wike. Just look at the issue of Wike. You think Wike now, if Wike was not with Tinubu, let's say Wike was just aloof, maybe because Atiku betrayed him, whatever, and Tinubu didn't use him, Wike would have probably formed one kind militia group. They would have formed, maybe they would have turned to Tompolo or Tantita. He would have been funding them, maybe possibly would have been causing crisis and chaos. I'm twisting the presidency. But we know what is happening. We know what is going on with Fubara. You will also Fubara yesterday. As they rub head, now so they rub belly. Fubara, as they rub in Gorimapa head, now so they rub in belly. Say, hey, see this one. They don't turn out to toy. And you know those baby now when all those toy when you press it, they do quick, those quickie. That is what Fubara is today. If Tinubu does not have Wike in his pocket, you think Tinubu will have, because we know that Rivers is in the back pocket of Tinubu, whether you like it or not, that is the case. For opposition to win Rivers State, country 27, when I go carry fire hammer, people will be ready to face the bullets. And that's the truth. Because we know that any country or any state rather, that Tinubu, when he has an agreement with people in states and he has the top guns, the juggernauts, the political juggernauts, take for instance Delta, that has been traditionally PDP state, all of a sudden it is now APC. We heard that Peter Mumba is planning on joining APC, but they are still blocking him. So he knows that when they go, he will give them all the machineries needed. He will give them. And that is why I am out crying out that the Christian Association, I hope they will not betray the Christians in this country. Because we know that what the Christians want is to be free of intimidation of the Islamic sect. That's one. Secondly, the regions that are predominantly Christians have been seeking for total restructuring. I think these are the things that need to be placed on the table. In so many countries out there, revolution started from the church. Martin Luther King was a pastor. Why are our own pastors, why are they, bloody cowards? Why are they cowards? And neither have I ever seen a pastor preach in favor of restructuring. What they will be praying is pay your tithe, pay your tithe, pray for Nigeria, pray for dollar to come. Pray for it. Why can't you just, now that Tinubu is asking, even though I would have wished that it was my principal that was doing the question, but I mean, I know if you go replace person head now, can I? But to my Christians Association leaders, Tinubu is asking because we know by 2027 he will bring a Christian candidate. He cannot repeat it. Nigeria will burn if he tries it. It wasn't there. So he knows that the Nigerian Christians in the Middle Belt, in the southern Nigeria, are the what? Low-hanging fruit that he can just stretch his hands to grab, because the North have turned their back behind him. The North wants to have their child back in there, which is Atiku. The North, who are refusing to back Obi, they want to make Obi a second fiddle. I saw a poster, they said Atiku Obi. I said, nah, it's not even the mentor. Now on the joke us. Now they whine us. If we not give Obi the vote, well, all of us will carry our waiting. Our vote give Tinubu. But for Tinubu to announce that fully, that is why I am saying that Tinubu don't wrong. Go meet Christian Association of Nigeria, asking them, "Kewe, show me the way. Waiting, you need make I do this." In what he needs to do is let the Sharia law be removed, or let the Christian law be included. Let us talk about restructuring this country. Those that want to practice the Sharia, no wahala, nobody they follow them drag. Let them have it. But let us have our own sovereignty as a Christian state or regions. I know the Biafrans, they want to see themselves as a Christian nation. They are mostly against establishments of mosques. So religious tolerance, if we must have it, then it must be what? There must be a consensus. There shouldn't be a situation whereby in the north you can only have churches in some certain places. And those people that started that agenda are the likes of Issa Pantani, who are in the ADC coalition, whom I noted that will be the weak point that Tinubu will want to exploit, and more reason why if we want to go for a VP of Christian religion. Let's listen and watch this together. Bye for now.
We are not one nation. We are multiples of nations. Absolutely.
The re-election of Bola Ahmed Tinubu into power as it stands today is no longer reliant on the North, whether you like it or not. The Fulani oligarchs are feeling so vulnerable, hence the reason why they are doing everything possible to return their son Atiku Abubakar into power. That in no time Atiku must go in there, reverse whatever policies that the current Tinubu administration is trying to push. Because what we have yesterday and across the world is people are trying to redefine what we call self-determination. I mean, take a look at what is going on in Palestine. The white men and white women have identified with Palestine as a nation that deserves to govern itself. Juxtaposing that with what is going on in Nigeria, the same yesterday, Benjamin Kalu said, Nigeria is at a crossroad where we have to speak the truth and nothing but the truth to ourselves, because Nigeria must become a nation wherein the people within the nation have what we call sense of determining how they want to be governed, how they want to progress, what philosophy they want to live by. Then of course we can see ourselves as a nation, as a country consisted of so many nations. He has sent the final bill to the Senate, because yesterday a public hearing was held and nothing less than 5,000 people were there, elderlies across the ethnicities, and they all said, let us take this. And in that constitutional review, 3 critical things were done, were agreed upon. That first and foremost, we need to agree that the best way to govern ourselves is by regionalizing this country, wherein the regions will have an autonomous control over themselves, where they can decide whatever policy, economic policies they want to follow as a region. And most importantly, we must ensure that we push for state creation, state police creation. Yes, you must understand that there was a meeting that was not devoid